Happy Friday, everybody. It's Chamber check-in time. And today I have Matt and Kyla with Johnson May attorneys and counselors with us today. Hi, Matt. Hi, Kyla.
Hi. Happy Friday.
No doubt. It's so beautiful out there today. If you have a chance to get out and get the dog out for a walk or just enjoy the park, it is perfect right now. Matt and Kyla, I just want to say thanks for carving out a little time. You know, these chamber check-ins, they're opportunities to help share our members' stories. And for everybody listening, Johnson May has been a member of the chamber since 2008. And so it's almost 15 years of investing in the chamber, as well as they are our sponsor for one of our industry advisory boards. It's the Financial Industry Advisory Board. So thank you for those investments with us and the continued partnership. And we can't do this series without our sponsor. And I get the opportunity to thank Delta Dental. And Matt and Kyla, you know that Delta Dental has been providing best-in-class dental insurance benefits to businesses and citizens of Idaho, and they've been doing it for over 50 years. And with that, I'm going to share a fun factoid from their Tooth Truth series. Here we go.
Hey, did you know that the Statue of Liberty's mouth is 3 feet wide? That's a serious set of chompers.
I've never seen the Statue of Liberty. I think that's something I want to go check out someday.
It's definitely worth it, but 3 feet almost seems small for the size of that statue.
Right. Well, Matt and Kyla, let's start off with introducing yourselves and a little bit about the roles that you both have within the organization. And Matt, let's start with you.
So I'm one of the attorneys at the firm, managing partner for about 5 years. I started here in 2008, which I won't claim any connection between when we started with the chamber and when I started at the firm. I think that was pure coincidence. So I've been here about 15 years. Like I said, managing the firm for about 5.
Okay. And Kyla, you're relatively new with Johnson May, but I've known you for about 1.5 years now. Tell us what your role is.
Yeah, so I would say comparative to Matt, I'm relatively new. I've been with the firm for about 3 years. I'm their marketing specialist. I also oversee some of our client communication. So yeah, it's been a fun 3 years so far.
And you recently have gone through a name and brand change. Kyla, why don't you just get us up to speed on that really quick?
Yeah, so we've gone through a couple, I guess you could say, rebrandings with just at first changing our logo, which I took them through that right when I started. And then recently we've changed our name, so we're now Johnson May. So I've got to completely rebrand from the very beginning, choose kind of some new colors, a new look for our firm that fits kind of our downtown vibe. So it's been challenging, but a lot of fun.
Well, Kyla, it's beautiful, and you've done a great job. And we'll talk a little bit more about some other things that you've inspired as well. So, Matt, tell us the about us story of Johnson May. Kind of take us back to the origin and when this firm began.
So we have several partners at the firm right now. There's a few of them that have practiced for about 25 years each, and they were at different firms in different places. One of them had a firm in Twin Falls that had been there for 3 or 4 generations of attorneys. And so a couple of years ago, sort of all of us came together, and that's when we formed the current firm, Johnson May. Pulled that Twin Falls influence in. Justin May is the partner that has that Twin Falls tie. So we still have an office in Twin Falls that we staff. And then, of course, the office here in Boise. So between all, I mean, we have attorneys now with less than a year experience. And then, like I said, several partners with about 25 years worth of experience. So it was good to pull everybody together. And get all those different influences into one shop and get the impact of each of those other firms coming together.
I bet. And then the areas of practice that you have, maybe Kyla or Matt, maybe let's just continue on with you. Let's talk about, I mean, on your website, there's you have the whole gamut, but maybe tell us some of the top 5 or top 10 things that your experts and your teams are experts in.
So we do have a pretty broad spread. I'll agree with that. There's a few areas we don't really get into at all. I would say if we're top 5ing things, real estate law is a big one. We've done real estate law for 25 years in some cases.
Okay.
Bankruptcy law is another big specialization. There's 4 or 5 attorneys that deal with bankruptcy in some fashion. Estate planning, family law, we've got a pretty robust family law practice. 2 attorneys that regularly, 3 attorneys that regularly practice in some area there. And then litigation, we have several litigation attorneys.
Okay. Well, Kyla, with the new folks that Matt's talking about, some of the brand new attorneys, you've done a really good job of announcing them through your social platforms, and then seeing them on the website. You've done a really good job with that. But you've also created this blog, and this I'm not on a lot of attorney websites, but I did a deep dive with yours, and what I noticed that was really unique was that you had like a frequently asked questions page, or it was an example of some of the services you had. And it was a real proactive list of, here's some things that we do, and here are all the descriptions. So tell us about that, and why Johnson May has put that all in there, because that's for everybody.
Yeah. So I think we've always done some different content, put content out there. COVID kind of kicked that into high gear for us and prioritized that with our marketing. So with not being able to do what our attorneys do best, which is network with the community and attend events, we prioritized providing content for the community through our blogs and our videos as well. So our website is something that we're pretty proud of, and we hope that people can visit that and get some answers. And then if they need more answers, come in and see our attorneys and have more of an idea of what we can help them with.
Well, I love it because I'm just ignorant on all of the law. And I was going to come back, Matt, a little bit with the practice areas. And I'm just going to do a quick list. We just talked the top 5, but construction law, business, bankruptcy, estate planning, family law. You mentioned real estate, employment law. That must be something that's elevated now. You mentioned litigation, and commercial and banking law, and personal injury law, adoption, workers' compensation, and some other services. And I love those videos. In fact, I'm going to pull up one, and you know, it's really cool how, as the chamber, we love to help our businesses succeed. And the first one is forming an LLC. I think that's so important that when you go into business, what do I just start it out with an Inc? Do I LLC? What do I do? So I think that's really cool. Maybe a little bit of feedback and help the listeners understand why that's important.
So one of the things we've tried to do with some of those videos is make them fairly short, so that they're little bites within 5 or 6 minutes. You're getting just a whole fire hose of information in some cases. But then, and we've tried to make them fairly basic too. So it's simple questions, the best answers we can give to those simple questions, and because they're short, because they're basic, we can do a lot of them, and push them out there. So there's, I don't know how many we actually have on there total right now, but there's a lot.
Well, the one I'm looking at, mistakes business owners must avoid, right? Why not make those mistakes? If someone previous has already made them, you can learn from them.
Yeah.
I think that's just...
And most of those mistakes are things we've had to deal with from the litigation side, right? So
Yeah.
it's things we've learned from experience having to defend those mistakes when they happen.
Okay. As a growing firm, tell us a little bit about some of the needs that you see in the future, and are you hiring, and who are you hiring for, or what are you hiring for?
So we are hiring. So I feel like we're always hiring for something. Right now, I think we have openings for a paralegal, which at our firm we have legal assistants and paralegals as a separate role. Paralegals are more involved with the preparation of documents, organization of files, and so we're looking for a paralegal right now. We're probably looking for an attorney as well, a licensed attorney. That seems like we're always in the market for that. I think we just hired or in the process of hiring a new receptionist. So there's plenty of opportunities. We've been growing as a firm for several years, have plans to keep growing. So even if we fill the current spots, that doesn't mean we're done. We will add more.
And I try to keep all of that information current on our website under the careers tab. So if anyone's interested in working with us and on our team, definitely check out our website.
I have that scrolling at the bottom of the screen, johnsonmay.com. Hey,
So
did you...
it's johnsonmaylaw.com.
Oh, okay.
johnsonmay.com is some firm in Great Britain, I think.
Yeah.
johnsonmaylaw.com. Let's get that going here. You mentioned you're in downtown Boise. Do you have any other branches? Did you say you were in Twin Falls as well? Help remind me.
We do have an office in Twin Falls. That office has been there for decades. And there's two, well, by the end of this week, there will be 2 attorneys in that office. One of them just passed the bar and is getting sworn in on Friday.
Awesome.
So 2 attorneys out there and some staff as well.
And then just the Boise downtown headquarters, right?
Boise downtown office, yep.
Okay. Hey, is there anything else while I have you that you'd like to educate, a business listener, a chamber member on about Johnson May while I have you for a few more minutes?
Well, you go first.
Yeah, I would just say that our firm is really seeking to provide kind of all legal services to our clients. We're just trying to help any people from, putting together an estate plan, helping them with their business, whatever phase of life they're in. We're hoping to be the person that's there to help them and provide them with the answers to kind of ease any frustrations or challenges in their life.
And I think I'll just echo that. I think the different attorneys have different expertise, but I've had plenty of clients that, they ask me, hey, I've got a potential personal injury case, any attorneys I should talk to? And it's really easy for me to say, yeah, I've got a partner, Shelley, that does that. And so we really do strive to be the place that any legal needs that client has, we can generally handle.
I love it. That's why we have our strength in our team, because just like you said, Matt, if you can't take care of it, you have somebody on your team who is an expert in that type of law as well. That makes a huge impact for your clients, as well as your own team as well.
Right.
Spreading all that workload out as well, too. Awesome. Well, hey, I just wanted to say again, thank you, Johnson May, Matt, and Kyla, for investing in the chamber, investing in your community, and we really truly appreciate what you offer your clients as well.
Thank you so much for letting us speak, and
thanks for letting us join. Thanks for providing a platform for all the local businesses to participate.
Awesome. Well, Matt and Kyla, have a great weekend. I know Fit One's tomorrow. Get out of the park, support those runners, and I look forward to our next conversation. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Thanks. Paul.